Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shine himself.
Of Harlem.
Dímelo, 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 mi gente. Que lo que? You already know this is Punch, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo, mi gente. Vamos a hablar de boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, 2023 had a great momentum. Now we're in 2024. Seems like boxing has kept this momentum. Shout out to the promoters. Shout out to the emerging promoters. I see the promoters working together. We see Eddie Hearn working with Bob Arum. We see Oscar De La Hoya working with Bob Arum. We see the collaboration with promoters. We see out there the Saudi Arabian, the excellency trying to doing this thing in the sport of boxing. PBC doing their thing in the sport of boxing as well. Getting that Amazon Prime deal. Waiting on that March 30th. Tim Tszyu versus Keith and Tom Thurman. We gonna see Edgar Berlanga back in the ring. Pride of Brooklyn, New York. Boricua, Edgar Berlanga hitting back in the ring. Madison Square Garden. Shout out to the Boricua. Also, what we got? Of course, still people talking about the hottest divisions in the sport of boxing, which is 135, 140, 154, and of course, 168. 168. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to the members. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like. What's good? Fight Fury Films in the building. What's good, man? Dímelo. Let me see if this live gonna be popping. Floyd Mayweather, one of the greatest that ever laced them up, had a recent interview with the Pivot Podcast and was dropping some dimes. I mean, talking most of the stuff that he was talking about, you already know. You already said before. But it's time that, you know what I'm saying? I know that it's been frustrating. I know the boxing fans been frustrated with all the belts. I know the boxing fans been frustrated with the belt federations, especially. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. What up? All right. So, yeah. So, we're going to be talking about what Floyd Mayweather said in the Pivot Podcast. We're going to be talking about, we got to be real. We got to be real with this era. You know what I'm saying? There's every era, man. There's been the golden era. There's been the boring era. There's been, you know what I'm saying? Every era in the sport of boxing has a special place. I believe that boxing today has a lot of great talent, a lot of skillful fighters. You know, back in the days, there only used to be the heavyweight division, the prestige division in the sport of boxing. It used to be the heavyweight division, the middleweight division, the lightweight division, the welterweight division. But now we can see that a lot of these divisions is stacked up. I believe the talent pool in the sport of boxing today is actually better than the past. Some of the people you may disagree because we're slaves to the past as well. And I'm not saying, because every time we're talking about the past, we're talking about Roberto Duran, we're talking about Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, we're talking about you know, the noticeable names. But every era has its noticeable names. Ain't nobody talking about, all right, let's talk about eras versus eras, but let's not talk about the ones that we know. What about the top 10 of that respective era in whatever division? What is the welterweight division? What is the lightweight division, and things of that nature? People don't want to talk about that because the reason why a lot of people don't want to give today's era is just due in terms of the talent pool is because we're trying to compare fighters today that's not even in their primes to cement the legacies. And I think that's our issue. That's our problem. That's how we are a slave to the past. I'm saying like this. I watch a lot of tapes. I'm a boxing junkie. I do film study all day, every day. And let me tell you like this. The more boxing you watch, even from the past, yes, you could pick a lot of fighters today that could beat fighters from the past. But if we're talking about fighters of today beating the legendary fighters already, that's where people get to the no, you crazy, Bud Crawford won't beat this, you crazy, Deontay Wilder won't knock out this, you crazy, Tyson Fury won't knock out this. Man, let me tell you like this, man. Yes, Deontay Wilder could knock out probably any heavyweight in with his right hand. He could knock out every heavyweight in the history of the sport of boxing. Tyson Fury could beat a lot of these heavyweights in the sport of boxing, in the history of the sport of boxing. Yes, it can happen. Yes, I believe yes. Keith von Tom Thurman in his prime could be Aaron Pryor. Yes. I believe so. Yes. Teofimo Lopez could be Edo de los Santos. De Jesus. Yes, it can happen. Yes, yeah. Tank Davis could beat. Yes, Tank Davis could probably knock out, one of the legends in those respective divisions. Yes, it can happen. Yes, it can happen. Championships don't matter. Leave it to the boxing. Smash that like button. We only got 24 people looking on. What's going on? Only 24 people looking on. You got to get a belt to get money. Only a person who can't read will say something dumb like that. You got to get a belt to get money. Only a person who can't read will say something dumb like that. Meaning that Floyd Mayweather can't. Okay. Let's see what Floyd Mayweather said. Let me know if y'all agree with this. Let me see if y'all agree with Floyd Mayweather.
Everybody is your champion. Everybody's a fucking champion now. It's nothing to be a champion in this era. It's nothing to be a champion in this era. It's nothing to be a champion in this era.
Do you agree with Money Man? Do you agree with Floyd Mayweather? Do you agree with Floyd Mayweather? Let me put it again.
Everybody is your champion. Everybody's a fucking champion now. It's nothing to be a champion in this era. It's nothing to be a champion in this era. It's nothing to be a champion in this era.
Let's see if he's right. Unfortunately, I believe he's right. Do I want to believe that Floyd Mayweather's right? Do I really want to believe that? But to be honest, I gotta agree with Floyd Mayweather. And this is why I've been on the boxing fans' neck for the past year and a half. I've been telling the boxing fans, y'all need to stop discrediting fighters, especially the fighters that's done their thing. Stop it. Let's call out these good fights. Stop shrinking our sport. But the boxing fans, they don't give a damn. They want to pick and choose which fighter got to belt, you know what I'm saying, and respect them as such. And especially in America, the American boxing fans don't respect the American fighter. Is it true what Floyd Mayweather is saying? Is it true? I mean, who's the cash cow of this young generation? Isn't it Gervonta Tank Davis? What was the most lucrative fight in the sport of boxing? Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia was the most lucrative fight in 2023. The boxing community was asking for one fight, the primary fight in the sport of boxing. Bud Crawford versus Earl the True Spence, and that barely went a little bit of half of what Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia did. So is it true? I mean, the world was been waiting for Bud Crawford versus Earl the True Spence longer than Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis. I mean, Ryan Garcia didn't have no belt. Gervonta Tank Davis had a junior varsity belt that was not even on the line. Rehydration clause, catch weight, no belts. None of these guys are champion. None of these guys have a prestige legacy. And still, it was the most lucrative fight in the sport of boxing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can laugh all you want. Oh my God, Showtime is not in boxing anymore. It had to do something with PBC. No. Because PBC was putting up fights after fights after fights after fights. He was putting fights after fights after fights. Did y'all like David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant? No title fight. Forget about the interim. We already know that the undisputed champion was Canelo Alvarez in 168 and still is. Was that a good fight? Even we could go beyond America. I remember when I said that, Amir Khan versus Kell Brook. Hey, yo, man, that fight, man, is expired milk. Nobody want to see that fight. Nobody want to see that fight. Two guys that's over the hill, got no titles, got no nothing. Not even high rank in their respective division when they fought. And guess what? They announced the fight, and the fight sold out in 6 hours. People want to make fun of, let's say, Teofimo Lopez, the two division lineal champion of the world of this generation. Want to be the man. To be the man, you got to beat the man. He beat the man in 135. He beat the man in 140. And then the boxing fans, just want to count how much seats that he put in the Hulu Theater. Hulu Theater. Really? You got Devonta Tank Davis setting out crowds. You got Teofimo Lopez in the Hulu Theater. 6,000. They reported. Do you respect these champions? Do you really care that these guys really want to be great? Because it looks like the hardcore boxing fans, y'all don't support greatness or the pursuit of greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, we was talking about Teofimo Lopez this all week, right? And we're saying that, damn, Teofimo Lopez is there to be great. That Teofimo Lopez wants to fight Bud Crawford. And I said that lineal versus lineal, pound for pound versus pound for pound. And everybody's looking at me like I'm stupid. Everybody looking at him like he crazy. Nah, man. He shouldn't be winning the fight. No Bud Crawford, man. But he's lineal. He's a lineal champion. No punch. No Teo. How about you chase Keyshawn? So y'all mad that this guy is daring to be great, trying to chase Bud Crawford, and you want him to go fight Keyshawn Davis. Wow, okay. I don't understand. I don't get it. I used to get into arguments and debates and dialogues about that. I did want to see Canelo Alvarez versus Demetrius Andre in 160 for the undisputed. Demetrius Andre ain't shit. Demetrius Andre is boo-boo, but he got the WBO strap, and I want to see the undisputed 160. Come on, who did he fight? He's a champion. Who did he fight? But he got a belt. Who did he fight? But he's undefeated. Who did he fight? But he's an Olympian. Who did he fight? That's undisputed. But fuck, he's doo-doo. Right? Okay. All right. Belts haven't mattered for a long time. No actuality, belts haven't mattered. I think that was the first time that I knew. And matter of fact, when Timothy Bradley years ago, when they was trying to say that Timothy Bradley should be fighting Earl the True Spence. Okay. That's an over. What's good, Cobra? What's good? That's an oversimplification. Every meaningful fight has its implications. The problem is that we picking and choosing when we want these fighters to go for legacy. We're sending a bad message to these fighters and the fans. David versus Caleb was a great fight. It was a great fight. Non-title fight. Demetrius Andre versus David Benavidez fighting. Everybody, it took Demetrius. This is how you know that belts don't matter. Because like a guy like Demetrius Andre, and I'm just giving him the example, right? I'm just talking about Demetrius Andre because Demetrius Andre been a champion for years. Demetrius Andre been a champion since 2014. A lot of people wanted to say, but who did he fight? Who did he fight? But how many people ducked him? How many champions did not want to fight Demetrius Andre? How many champions? I'm not talking about, but he didn't fight Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo was not a champion at the time. But he didn't want to fight no David Rivchenko. David Rivchenko was not a champion at the time. But he didn't want to fight no Eric Lara. He was not the champion at the time. It was Floyd Mayweather. But he didn't want to fight. What about Jermell Charlo when he was a champion? What about Triple G when he was a champion? What about Daniel Jacobs when he was a champion? What about Canelo Alvarez when he was a champion? What about those unification bouts that I was calling year after year after year, and year after year after year? People used to come to my channel and be like, "Yo, Punch, what you talking about? What you talking about, Punch? No, he hasn't fought nobody because nobody want to fight him. But no. I said, okay, the belts don't matter. I remember with Timothy Bradley, when they were saying that he should fight Keith from Tom Thurman, the Earl of True Spence, and Timothy Bradley said, and they asked him, don't you want to be undisputed? And Timothy Bradley says, man, why would I want to be undisputed? Why would I want to pay for 4 sanctioning fees? I just need 1 belt. And when I first heard that, that's when I really understood the business of boxing, how fighters, the new age fighters, was looking at it. These guys started it. Guys like Timothy Bradley said, I don't need to become undisputed, or I don't want to pay no damn sanctioning fees. The reason why Josh Taylor, the reason why Teofimo Lopez is not recognized by a lot of y'all as undisputed at 140 is because Josh Taylor vacated his belt because he didn't want to pay no sanctioning fee. Because, of course, sanctioning fees, and for every million is $30,000. So you got 4 belts. You got to pay what? $120K. And if he's getting paid $2.5 million, why would I want $120K out my pocket plus tax, plus that New York City tax, plus I got to give my nutritionist, plus I got to give my manager, plus I got to give my promoters, plus I got to give my attorneys, plus I got to give my nutritionist, plus I got to give my trainers, plus I got to give. They need to run boxing like the UFC, man. I don't think in America they're still like it. I don't know. I don't know what's the answer, because we have certain examples of the fight, the best fight in the best. Stephen Fulton did fight Naoya Inoue, but everybody respected Stephen Fulton. I remember when we got multiple champions, unified champions, man. We put them on the pound for pound list. I'm gonna tell you like this: the ESPN just put Teofimo Lopez not even on the pound for pound list, and they got Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis got nothing. He said Floyd just trying to pump up Tank. No, I don't think so. I just don't think it's just about Tank. I think this is about boxing. I think it's bigger. I think that Floyd Mayweather is actually saying the truth. This ain't even really about pumping Tank. This is really Samuel F. You come over here every day and you shit on Teofimo Lopez. So that's an evidence. You don't respect T.O. Right? Those don't mean nothing. Resume really don't mean nothing. I say like this, fighters, if you're listening and stuff like that, or you ever catch the playback or anybody sings, I'm going to say like this for fighters. If you got a brand, if you're an established name in the sport of boxing, you got a brand, I suggest you drop the belts. And especially if you're an American. It's not getting you nothing, really. It's not getting you no type of respect. Is it? Is it getting you the type of respect? If I tell you, name me the top hated American fighters right now. Name me the top, what you think is the top 5 hated American fighters. Go ahead. Let me see if belts matter. Let me see if y'all respect these champions. Let me see if y'all value these champions. Name me your top 5 American, the top 5 most hated American fighters. Go ahead. Name it. Is T.O. hated? Yes. Is Haney hated? Yes. Is Shakur hated? Yes. Man, he mentioned, huh? Punch said, look, Punch Perfect TV says, he says Devin Haney. TJ said Tank, Shakur, Floyd. Now I'm talking about now. Punch Perfect said Teofimo Lopez. Canelo was Mexican. American. That's American. Let's talk about American fighters. Who's the most hated, the top 5 hated American fighters? Keith von Tom Thurman, a unified champion, only lost one time, a split decision to Manny Pacquiao, and they hate Keith von Tom Thurman. Boots. I don't think they've hated Boots. I ain't seen a lot of people hate Boots, to be honest. Rap Stop Boxing Out of the voice of the UK, London, bruv. Again, we're talking about this, folks. We're talking about this. Is this a legit? Do you agree with Money, Floyd Mayweather? Because I do. It's unfortunate. I don't want to admit it, but I agree.
Everybody is your champion. Everybody's a fucking champion now. It's nothing to be a champion in this era. It's nothing to be a champion in this era. It's nothing to be a champion in this era.
Shout out to the Pivot Podcast. It's nothing to be champion in this era. It's nothing to be champion in this era. Who is the cash cow of this young generation? Is it Tio? Is it Shakur? Is it Haney? I'm talking about Haney, 2-division world champion, undisputed in the lightweight division. Teofimo Lopez, 2-division lineal champion, should be recognized by the world as a 2-division undisputed, the first guy, so the first man in the 4-belt era. We're talking about Shakur Stevens, a 3-division world champion, in which he got heavily critiqued in the same day that he became a 3-division world champion at the age of 25. Or is it the cash cow of this young generation? Is Ryan Garcia, who never been champion? Is it Gervonta Tank-Davis that still got a JV belt, that never go for legacy, never goes out his way to challenge himself? Legacy reigns supreme, is secondary, not primary for Gervonta Tank-Davis. So tell me, do belts really matter? Do champions really matter in this legacy? Champions is nothing in this era. Who's selling out? Is it Gervonta Tank-Davis or is it Devin Haney? Who's selling out? Is it Gervonta Tank-Davis or Shakur Stevenson? Who's selling out? Why does these guys even have to call out Gervonta Tank-Davis? Somebody just messaged me, when was it, a couple of days ago. He said, yo, the king of 154 is Tim Tszyu. I said, no, my brother, it's still Jermell Charlo. Hell no, man. He got beaten up by Canelo. Yeah, but at 154, he's still king. I was debating a person, not debating, because it was just like a quick back and forth. So Tim Tszyu is the king of 154. Who did he beat to become a champion? Belts don't matter. Who's the man at 154 right now? There will even be a debate right now. Who's the man at 154? Nah, it's not Charlo. No, it's Tim Tszyu. It shouldn't even be a debate. Everybody should be like Jermell Charlo. That's it. It shouldn't even be a debate. Who's the man at 154? Let me ask y'all. I give it 20 seconds. Who's the man in 154? Is it Jermell Charlo or is it Tim Tszyu? TJ said Charlo. Who's the man in 154? Tim Tszyu or Jermell Charlo? TKB said Charlo. Shakur, Tio, Kalen Plant, and Edward Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga is hated, and he's still undefeated. Charlo is lineal. Facts. It will be Tim Tszyu. Karate Kid said it will be Tim Tszyu. Now, who is it right now? It's supposed to be Charlo, but we got to give it to Tim. Eric Diaz said it's supposed to be Charlo, but we're going to give it to Tim. Why are we giving it to Tim? Did Tim beat Charlo? How are we going to just give up the undisputed lineal champion, the undisputed Jermell Charlo, and we're going to give it to Tim Tszyu? Or is that easy? Talk to me, Eric Diaz. Is that easy just to give it to Tim Tszyu? We're talking about this ain't Jermell Charlo is not a WBC champion. Jermell Charlo didn't just become undisputed with one shot. Jermell Charlo needed to be Tony Harrison. Jermell Charlo needed to be Jason Rosario. Jermell Charlo needed to be Castaño. He needed to be this guy, then this guy, then this guy to earn his spot as king in 154. And Tim Tszyu has to do nothing. And really, we just gonna be like, you know what? I think Tim Tszyu it is. That's why champions is nothing in this era. Is Jermell Charlo on the pound for pound list? Tell me in any era, would they have an undisputed champion not on a pound for pound list? Give me an era. In this era, Jermell Charlo is undisputed. Wiped out his division. Because Tim Tszyu was just coming up. He was not even in contentions like that. Wiped it out. Beat the guy that he needed to beat. Not a one-shot deal. He needed to go through champion after champion after champion. Just like Canelo Alvarez in 168. He needed to beat Callum Smith. He needed to beat Billy Joe. He needed to beat Caleb Plant. It was just not a one-shot, I become undisputed. No, you had to put in work. Jermell Charlo at 154, his whole career, put in work. The Trout, beating Hatley, beating Rosario, beating Erickson Lubin, beating Castano, beating Tony Harrison, beating Jason Rosario. He put in work in that division. He put in work his whole career. And we're going to say all of a sudden, Tim Tszyu, wow. Is that easy? Is that easy? Damn. Charlo. Okay, boxing is bullshit now. Influencer boxer took over, man. Are we gonna blame the way that we think to promoters? Are we gonna blame Al Heyman PBC because there's people out there that think that Tim Tszyu is the guy in 154? Is it promoters? Is it Steven Espinosa's fault? Or is it the fans? Is it the pundits? Is it the media? Yo, I know for a fact I've done media credential work. Do you know that half of these medias really don't know shit about boxing? Do you know the people that actually got the power of the pen? I'm talking about the power of the pen. And sometimes people be like, well, these pound for pound lists is nothing. It's just opinionated. Don't believe that. Don't believe it's just opinionated, because if you look at their panelists, if you go to the Ring TV or you go to ESPN, you look at the panelists of those people that vote in for the pound for pound list, it's the same people. Most of them, 80% of the panelists have the power of the pen to vote fighters into the Hall of Fame. So when you see a ESPN or you see a Ring TV and you see their pound for pound list and you're going to be like, well, that's opinionated. Don't believe that, because those are the same people that's going to put you into the Hall of Fame. And if they got Jermell Charlo as undisputed, not in the pound for pound list, if you got Teofimo Lopez right now, not on the pound for pound list, look at ESPN right now. How can you have this? When in any era is the lineal champion second to anybody in that respective division? Answer me, y'all. Tell me in any era that the lineal champion plays second fiddle to any to any fighter of that respective division. Tell me which era in 100+ year sports of the Queensberry rules. You tell me which era do the lineal champion play second fiddle to any fighter in that respective division? Let me know. Anybody? Come on. Participate. Come on, baby. Come on. You know, Mr. Moonshine, he talk fast and I'm on the road, but let's have some participation. So I want to at least understand somebody in the chat. At least let me understand one person in the chat. Answer me. In any era, tell me when the lineal champion is playing second fiddle to any fighter in that respective division. Lineal champion, the man to beat the man. Tell me. When Mike Tyson was undisputed, did they say, well, Mike Tyson, you know that Riddick Bowe's better or Vander Holyfield is better than you in the heavyweight division? Look at this. Hold on. This ESPN. Worldwide leading sports. Worldwide leading sports. Come on. Hold on. Smash that like button. Give me a picture. Hold on. Where is that? So ESPN is going to say Teofimo Lopez dominates Josh Taylor, unanimous decision. They got Devin Haney number 1. They got Teofimo Lopez number 2. Teofimo Lopez number 2. The last fight was Jermaine Ortiz, right? He beat Sando Martin. He beat Josh Taylor. He beat Pedro Campa. He beat Sando Martin that retired Michael Garcia. He beat Josh Taylor, who was the reigning lineal champion, undisputed champion, 140-pound division. The king of 140 was Josh Taylor. And then he beat Jermaine Ortiz in the move up. And they got Devin Haney came up and he just and he beat Regis Prograis, who Josh Taylor beat Regis Prograis. And they got Devin Haney number 1. And they got Teofimo Lopez number 2. Can you tell me in any respected era that the lineal champion playing second fiddle? The lineal champion in any era was the man. So now they don't have respect for a lineal champion no more. That's crazy. Right Punch Perfect? That shit is crazy. It's crazy. Before is the fans that didn't respect the fighters, but now is the media, the pundits. It's the media folks, the writers. They don't care. They don't care anymore. That's wild, right? That's crazy. That the lineal champion is playing second fiddle. That the guy to beat the guy. So tell me, why not a guy like Tio, a guy like just play the Gervonta Tank Davis route. Go that route because he gets a lot of respect. Gervonta Tank Davis in the pound for pound list. Gervonta Tank Davis don't have to really go out there and challenge himself, and he's highly respected. T.O. should just go fight Keyshawn. Look. T.O. should just go fight Keyshawn. I'm not saying that Keyshawn Davis should not call out Teofimo Lopez. That's his job. It's just like when Teofimo Lopez called out Lomachenko. But at least Teofimo Lopez was in that division. I'm not saying that Keyshawn should not strive and look to be the best, because that's what every fighter should be striving for. If you think that this guy is the guy, then call him out, right? But how are we asking Tio, two-time lineal champion, that he's calling out Bud? He's called out Matias, sent contract to Matias, and because we've seen a little bit of a little bit of attention here, now we want Tio to look at Keyshawn. I know if Keyshawn, and we tell Keyshawn to look backwards, to go look at a guy in 130, I don't think that Keyshawn would look at. I don't think that Keyshawn in that position would be looking at somebody. If he gets a title, he's looking at somebody at 130 that's coming up. I don't think so. Let's be real. Let's be real. David McWaters confirmed today that Teofimo Lopez is pursuing the fight with Crawford. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Let me see if I got a mail here. Damn, I still haven't got a response. I still haven't got a response. We might have a special guest. So Fight Fury Film. Where he said it at. David McWaters, manager of Teofimo Lopez, confirmed today that Teofimo Lopez is pursuing the fight with Crawford. Sub Punch, I disagree. Champ is the champ. Floyd just hating on Devin Haney. That's not what he said, though. No. Let's not. Easy bands. Let's not try to create this illusion of this is what Floyd is talking about. No, Floyd isn't. No, I'm giving you people that's not attached to Floyd Mayweather. I agree with Floyd Mayweather. I'm sorry, I do agree. It's unfortunate. I don't want to agree with Floyd Mayweather, but I agree, bro.
Everybody is your champion. Everybody's a fucking champion now. It's nothing to be a champion in this era. It's nothing to be a champion in this era. It's nothing to be a champion in this era.
It's nothing to be a champion in this era. Let's not put this. Let's not act like Floyd is saying this and he's thinking about Gervonta Tank Davis, he's thinking about Ron Garcia. Think about it. No, champion is nothing in this era. It's not what it used to be. It doesn't have the respect. It doesn't. Because think about it. Who's with Mayweather Promotions? Rolly Romero. In that same interview, Floyd Mayweather said that, yo, people could lose a look, this is what Floyd Mayweather said. So he's not just say I'm trying to protect anybody. Hold on. I got you right here. Give me a sec.
Really the shit that I did in the sport. Nobody has beat 16 fucking world champions in a row. In today's time, can it be done? Absolutely. Everybody is your champion. You got 18 belts. And everybody's a fucking champion now. A fighter can lose. Back in the day, when I was fighting, you lose, you got to start back from the bottom. Yeah. Now you lose, you fight for a title in your next fight.
So he said, once you lose, you get a world title fight. He's talking about Rolly Romero as well. He's talking about Vasily Lomachenko as well. Vasily Lomachenko just lost to Devin the Dream Haney. He's getting a title shot versus George Camboso. Rolly Romero just lost, got knocked out by Gervonta Tank Davis, and he goes to another division and picks up a belt. This is bigger than just, Floyd Mayweather is just talking about hating on Devin, hating on Rolly. No, he's talking about Rolly, his own fighter. He's just a he's just signed to Mayweather Promotions, but Floyd Mayweather don't respect what Rolly is doing. He's just now doing what the business of boxing is doing right now. Floyd Mayweather's in the business of boxing, but exposing the business of boxing as well. Ain't nobody give a damn. Who cares? Come on, y'all. It's true. Titles don't matter. And the hardcore boxing fans, y'all don't show up to the champions. It's a popularity contest, Jason. It's popularity contest. Ladies and gentlemen, the undisputed 154, Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano. I went to the fight. I went to the fight. What up? Hold on, folks. Phenom in 135 pounds, Division, Olympian, silver Olympian. Keyshawn Davis in the building.
What's up, man? What's up with it?
What's good? A lot of storylines, man. You got the boxing world on heat wave right now. Every publication, every boxing content creator, any Twitter account, they got Keyshawn Davis' name in their mouth, creating a stir, but a good stir. Great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Great performance versus Jose Pedraza.
Thank you,
know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Let's
sir.
talk about that performance, talk about the build-up. And of course, there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, just talk about the performance, man, the build-up of it. Like I could literally everybody, even my mother was saying, like, Keyshawn, gotta go in there and stop him, right? I'm like, man, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Like, I got this. I got us. Yeah. Backstage, before I even hit the crowd, hit my my walkout for the fight. Boy, I'm like, all right, Keyshawn, you asked for this. This is what you wanted. You asked for it. I'm like, yeah, you fucking right to ask for it. Like, let's go. Yeah. So he was just hyping me up, reminding me, man, like, I feel like everything for that camp leading into that fight, man, we did everything right. Almost perfect, And shit, like, I'm still excited off that fight. Like, I just beat up Jose Pedraza. Like, I beat him up bad. You know what I'm saying? But still, man, I still respect Pedraza though. Shouts out Pedraza, like, hell of a fighter. But it just showed what type of level I'm on, man.
I mean, look, that's a lot of people say that Jose Pedraza is the best win of Gervonta Tank Davis' career. So of course, in boxing, people like using certain fighters to gauge if you got a common opponent with this fighter. So we gauge where you at, where you may be going, and things of that nature. So yes, Jose Pedraza, that's a good name. You should have had that fight last year. But it was you're saying it's a great training camp, but it was actually a different training camp. What was we all know the situation with the marijuana leading up to the fight, but if you could explain to the people that didn't see it, what was the difference?
First things first was I had to stop smoking. I had to stop smoking weed, man. I was smoking weed like during fight weeks and stuff. I was wilding. I can say I was wilding looking back on it. I was wilding. And my performances were showing it
But it's legal in Las Vegas. Let's just tell the fans it is legal. It's not like
I mean, it's legal in Virginia too. I'm from Virginia, Norfolk,
Okay.
Virginia. It's legal. It's legal out there.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We don't got no dispensaries yet, but it's legal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But shit, like, yeah, I was doing too much of it. Like here and there. I mean, I guess I don't do it no more. But I guess here and there is cool. But I was waking up smoking, smoke, train, at the train, smoke, recover, train again. Like I used to just smoke, you know. And I made it like not a habit, my lifestyle. It was far from a habit. It was my lifestyle. And honestly, once I gave myself,
people.
He say what?
It's like coffee to people when they wake up. It's just coffee and they just drink coffee.
I was drinking coffee too though. Like I'll boot up off the coffee and then hit the joke. Yeah, I'll be right there in the middle. But shit, like ever since I gave myself to God, man, honestly, ever since I like started believing, like really trusting in God, He took that craving away, and I don't crave that shit no more. I'm good now. I can say I'm healing from it. It's still a process, but
that's that new
yeah.
high, the new high.
Yeah, exactly.
The new high for the most high. The new high for the most high.
Exactly. I like that. Yeah. There you go.
That's what I'm talking about. But it was a great performance. Of course, you always, especially the recent fights, maybe your last 4 or 5 fights, you're put in the position to steal the show. You did steal the show. You did steal the show last fight. And you're always put in that position. Do you like that? Do you like that position? The showstopper, the stealing the show and stuff like that?
I like I mean, y'all can call me a prospect for all I care. Like whatever the fans like me for is cool, as long as you respect me. That's all I've been saying. Like you can call me with everything, the show stealer, the showstopper, the knockout artist, the businessman. Like call me whatever, just respect me. And I feel like the fans been doing that, been doing a lot of respect to me lately. And the fighters.
I mean, nobody can really disrespect you with the type of performance, and you and little by little, like you just wrecking dudes, and you just implementing that type of power, sitting on your punches and things of that nature. I always said that even in the amateurs, remember we used to chop it up, and I always said that you got a professional, a pro style. And I always said that if you fight Andy Cruz in the professional level, I believe that Keyshawn Davis beat Andy Cruz because he has more of a pro style than Andy Cruz, who slap his punches more and doesn't. Let's be real. Shout out to Andy Cruz, but he slap his punches more. He know the point system more. You know, little flurries here and there, and he knows how to win the points. But of course, talk to us about after the fight, the call out. Well, of course, y'all chopped it up before the fight, the day before the fight. But let's lead up to that, and then let's lead up to the post fight interview and after the fight. Go ahead.
Yeah, so everything was cool for real. As y'all seen, I took a picture with T.O. in camp. Like we was cool, you know what I'm saying? And what happened was in interviews, you know, T.O. was calling Terrence Crawford out. So of course they're gonna ask me about it because I'm with Terrence Crawford team. I'm with Terrence Crawford too. And they was just like, what you feel about that fight? I was just like, man, T.O. is just promoting himself for this fight coming up. You can see that he wasn't calling Terrence out until this fight was coming up. So he just promoting his fight. I don't really think he want to fight Terrence. They asked me, did you think he gonna beat him? Would he beat him? I'm like, hell no. I'm like, T.O., I think I said something like T.O. came and beat Boots. Why the hell would you think he'll beat Terrence? You understand what I'm saying? So he said that. He said it was like Keyshawn. Okay, before he said, well, I said that in an interview, right? So like I said, throughout the camp, we was cool. So it was media day, like when we training media day, and somebody asked him in an interview something about not even mentioning me. They asked him something, and then he was, you know how T.O. just be rambling and shit. And then he was like, well, yeah, you know, a lot of people like to, you know, call my name, but when they get in front of me, they ask for pictures and stuff, just like Keyshawn Davis.
Okay.
Nobody.
I remember that interview.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why the hell I'm in your head? Like, first of all, why I'm in the back of your head? Second of all, why are you mentioning me? Ain't nobody even mentioned me in that interview. You know, so okay. Press conference come, right? That's when y'all see the start going back and forth about the shit.
Yeah.
Tia, why you mentioning my interview? Oh, because you said Terrence Crawford to beat me. nigga. So, nigga, so, so
It's an
you
opinion.
in.
It's an opinion.
Thank you. You in your feelings about opinion. This is boxing, my nigga. Like, who cares? And he the one that be saying it. This is boxing. Who cares? It's a fight. So when somebody do it to you, you can't take it.
Okay.
On the flip side of it, y'all, I know y'all remember him calling Lomachenko out,
Yeah.
and Lomachenko was saying, "Oh no, he's a kid. He got to earn his right and do this and that and third."
Mm-hmm.
So now when you in that position, right, and you got a kid calling you out,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you can't take it.
Mm-hmm.
Now after the fight, you calling me, oh, yo bitch ass this. You don't got these. Talking about the belts, you don't got these. Why I gotta be a B word and all that? Y'all ain't never heard the B word come out of my mouth with T.O. T.O.,
No.
why are you so emotional with me calling you out? It might be history there.
And then the history played out. Then the history came. I mean, it was an article years ago that came out, right? But the details was always there, so people already understood that type of story. Like I've heard that story from multiple people, but it was a new thing when Shakur Stevenson did tweet it out that that UKO Teofimo Lopez Sr. and that was a new thing into the story. And where if you read the article, it never said that. So if you want to clarify that situation, because Teofimo Lopez Sr. was here 2 days ago and he clarified his position and things of that nature. Would you
Yeah,
clarify that situation? Because of course, there's two sides,
yeah, I seen
three
that.
sides, four sides of the story.
Yeah, I
Because there's a
seen
lot
that.
of people in that gym.
Yeah, and people gonna believe what they want to believe, but at the end of the day, the people know it. I only speak the truth. At this
And
end,
shout out to Kate Komoro because they know they did chop it up and they cool right now. So maybe I know that probably
exactly,
a
they
guy like
cool.
that would.
They're cool right now. So what happened before?
Mhm.
Right? Why they gotta get cool? Why they gotta get back cool? That's all I'm saying. Y'all gotta read between the lines. But honestly, bro, I don't have no problems with Lopez Senior. I really don't. Like this fight week, Teofimo is beefing with me and shit. Security guards don't want me to walk past Tio. I push the security guards out the way and I walk past Tio. As I walk in his 10 people entourage with just me and two other people. As I walk past Teofimo, oh shit, what's up, senior? Keyshawn, the businessman, what's up, man? I don't have no problems with senior at all. So I'm not gonna get up here and say what happened when I was 19 years old.
Okay.
Now, what happened was what happened. What happened was what happened. Of course, senior is gonna say it's not gonna happen because that's just pride. That's him being a man. That's not him being a man, but that's just his pride. His pride is gonna tell him to tell the people that a little kid did not do that to him. But me as a person, I'm not getting on no platform and lying about nothing. My nigga, I'm not doing it. So if I said if it happened, it happened.
Okay, so you
But shouts out senior though. I don't have no problems with senior. Also, I feel like the reason why it got to that extent was because at the time, senior calmed down from the media. Senior used to be the one that used to be and Tio used to want to be playing the background, right?
Yeah, especially this fight camp or fight week. Like we didn't hear the traditions. Teofimo Lopez Sr. doing interviews and really being the primary guy that's selling the Lopez fight. Put it that way.
Correct. So this is back then senior, right?
Mhm.
The going crazy. So as me and Tio is sparring, he's going crazy. And literally my team is not, we just letting it, because we doing good. We doing good. There's no point of us going back and forth. The video that leaked is the very last round of us. I think we given like 8 or 10 rounds, 8, 9, 10, something like that. That was the very last round. And the reason why me and Tio was going back and forth was because Tio started it. Tio started talking out his mouth, and then I started talking out of my mouth. Again, I was 19 years old, amateur.
Okay.
Tio was already pro, getting established, doing the Fortnite dances and shit after he knocked people out. I was 19 as an amateur.
Okay.
So it was no reason for me to be in there trying to act like I'm macho. Because I'm knowing I'm not that yet.
You in there like a learning experience. Well, every sparring right is like a learning,
You feel me? Like I'm not in there trying to be macho. I'm not. But when he started talking, of course, I'm gonna start talking back with you. Understand what I'm saying? My back turned. He went after it at my back turn. Shit got crazy from after that. You're not about to hit me behind my back. Shit got crazy after that. People jump in the ring. People get laid out.
Okay. And you the one that laid out because he said it was Coach K, Karoma that landed a punch.
Who said K Karoma landed a punch? No, K did not put his hands on nobody that day.
Okay.
K was actually trying to defuse the situation. He was trying to calm it down after people were jumping in the ring.
Okay.
Somebody was trying to sneak K. Somebody was trying to sneak K. And that's how that transpired.
It's like I know, like no, people don't want to mention names. I understand. You don't feel me? But look, you calling out Team from Lopez is you in a position to do that. You in a position to call him out, just like Tia was in a position to call Lomachenko out, and just like anybody in your position, you looking at the top and looking at the best. Understood.
Right.
I do think though, what Team from Lopez did calling out Terrence Bud Crawford. I remember we did an interview last year, and he said he wanted the win of Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. He's been calling him out since last year.
Okay.
Of course, and I do think also, I think when you did an interview, I forgot when you said that Subir Matias, everybody's scared of Subir Matias, and he's the best 140 pounder. So I think it was also that probably he felt that, okay, so Subir Matias now was the best at 140. Maybe that's added to the fuel of, but it's still an opinion, right? It's still an opinion. So maybe that's what it,
shit, fight him. I mean, he in your weight class. I mean,
I would
look,
like to see that fight.
I feel like that was a chance where Tio could have said why he ain't like me, and I feel like what he said was the reason why he said he didn't like me, because I said Bud would beat him.
So when y'all did dap on that, when everybody's seen it on the press conference on that third, what was it? Tuesday?
It was Tuesday, yeah.
Tuesday. So when y'all did dap and it was apology, did you feel like that was a real, genuine, like, yo, I man, you got your opinion, you ain't like my opinion, or you felt like it was like trying to diffuse the situation?
First of all, with me, once it's up, it's up.
Mm-hmm.
Once it's up, it's up. You didn't mention my name in the interview for nothing. For real. The only reason why I started talking to him, because he started talking to me first on that stage. I ain't put that up there. I was, but you know what? I was swinging in my chair, and he was like, well, as I was talking, he was like, Keyshawn, stop swinging. He was like, stop moving your chair. I'm like, why? He like, you the businessman. looking out for me, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, bet you trying to be all cool and shit. I might get on your ass now, because I wasn't gonna say nothing. I wasn't gonna say nothing to him at all. It like I said, it was up.
So you feel like he was poking the bear?
Exactly. Since you trying to be cool now, okay, now I'm about to be on your ass. Since you want to be cool.
Yo, shout out to Hunter of the Hunt with a $20 super chat. Good looking on my brother, Hunter of the Hunt, one of the members of Punch Drunk Boxing, said, Keyshawn, all heart, my guy, young with skills. Can't wait to see your next fight, bro.
Yeah, hey, don't worry. You about to see my cash app in a minute too. Cash app me $20. Put my cash up here. Nah, I'm playing. Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you.
Good looking out. But also, I do see this from you though. Maybe you gotta admit, you know, you are cool with Bud Crawford, and it does seem like you are, you know, could I say, like, you feel like a little brother, like a little brother? You like a little brother. You like a goon. You like his goon. Like whoever calls out Bud Crawford, you're like a soldier that be like, man, if you want Bud Crawford, you got to go through me. We seen that energy towards Earl Spence. We seen that energy towards Jamel Charlo. And now T.O.'s calling mine. And we see that energy with Teofimo Lopez. Do you feel like y'all that tight group that if you want to fight them, it feels like you want to fight me? You have that attitude?
Look at this. I'm gonna talk to you like this. I'm gonna do that shit with any one of my brothers. Think about it with that Shakur Stevenson situation. Richardson Hitchison said some crazy shit to him, right? And I pushed up on Richardson Hitchison's like, nigga, we can fight, nigga. Like, that's just my character. Like, if you in my circle, and my big brother Kelvin told me calm that down. Cause if I fought with you, if it's smoke, I'm a part of it too. And that's just how I feel. So no, I'm not one of his. Whatever you trying to say, no, that's just my character. Like if I fought with you, I fought with you all the way. If somebody talking crazy about you, I'm gonna correct it before or after you correct it. Like
Yeah.
that's just me. That's just my character. If I fought with you, I fought with you. It's not about me being with Bud or me trying to do anything for Bud. No, that's me. That's me. If some once my brother right here, yeah. If
Hell,
somebody say something about him, that's Keon. If somebody say
okay.
something about him, I'm on their ass. If someone say something about Troy Isley, I'm on their ass. Yeah, Keon going to the Olympics. But
There you go.
anybody, I'm on their ass. That's just me. That's my character. I can't hide it. I'm not gonna fake it neither.
Is it a business? Is it business, or is it when you go after these guys, or is it like a personal when they go after your guys, your brothers, your friends? Is it business? Is it the businessman, or is it the the street Keyshawn? Is it personal? Like if you go after, because at the end of the day, it's still boxing. They call it like when Bud and when Bud and Charlo going back and forth. Is that what's the potential fight for Bud Crawford in 154?
I mean, at the end
Charlo.
of the day, when we talk about let's talk about Bud and Charlo and then Bud and Earl. At the end of the day, first of all, Earl replied to me. Earl was talking shit back to me.
And then the Frank
That's
Martin
fucking
stuff.
Earl. So
Mhm.
that look like business right there, right? But if we talking about Charlo, shit, they asking me questions, I'm answering it. I'm being brutally honest. I'm answering questions. I'm not bringing nobody up. I'm not bringing nobody up. Oh yeah, while we at it, I'm gonna bring up this what Charlo said. I'm not doing nothing like that. They ask me questions and I'm answering it, and then the media runs and do what they do with it. The reason why I just had to start moving a little different now,
Yeah.
but it's not me like the street. Ain't no such thing as street Keyshawn. Let's get that out of perspective.
You know
I'm
what I'm
from,
trying. You know what I'm
I'm
trying to
from,
say.
but people really see that in my people get that perception of me. I'm not from the streets. I never was a street nigga. Dim and dab, probably did some shit, but I wasn't no street nigga. I'm from
Yeah.
Norfolk, Virginia, and this is the stilo. Where I come from ain't
You
nothing
just a
fuck with where I
fighter.
come from. Ain't nothing fuck where I come from. So what y'all see is where I come from. You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? So just know that. Like I'm not no street nigga. I'm not none of that. I'm Keyshawn Davis. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia, and this the stilo we come with. Come with.
Hey, I think the boxing in this line of business, I think the boxing world likes it. Now they all talking about Keyshawn Davis versus Teofimo Lopez. Now they all talking about it. You know, they was talking about Keyshawn Davis, Kid Austin, of course. They was talking about Keyshawn Davis, you know what I'm saying? Andy Cruz, Keyshawn Davis. If you're gonna beat 140, 135, I would love to see Keyshawn Davis the win of Lomachenko versus Camboso. That's a fight that I feel like people should be pushing as well. You know, what do you feel about what the people say about because I said, you know, there's certain fighters that be like, there's no friends in boxing. I said that
Yeah,
Teofimo
yeah,
Lopez wants Rolly. Kid
yeah,
also said there's no friend in boxing. We all know that Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson is highly close. You said it
yeah.
one time back in the days when you was pushing the D3. You said to punch on boxing. You see, this is D3, but in this D3 is also Shakur Stevenson.
DB3.
3B3, DB3. But you said you was like this.
Yeah.
It's also Shakur Stevenson. He's not my blood brother, but that's how you, and you said that before you turned pro.
Yeah, way before. That was the COVID.
Now you at 135.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson.
You funny as shit. Yeah. Now you at 135.
I'm saying you climbing the ladder, you know? Shakur Stevenson, you want to become undisputed? Do you want to become undisputed at 135?
Do you think I want to pay for 4 belts? That's just sitting in my motherfucking trophy case. You think I want to pay for 4 belts?
So
Would you pay for 4 belts that's just sitting in your trophy case?
depending, I think I'll do if I was a fighter in your
6 figures?
No, I understand.
No, time out. Nah, I'm about to pick your brain. And I want all the fans to listen to this.
Go ahead.
I love belts. I want to be a world champion. I've never been a world champion before. So let me start with that. I want to be a world champion, like for sure. But you work very hard for years to be a world champion, right?
Yeah.
And once you become it and you win it, you earned that shit, right?
Yeah.
So why are you paying for something that you earned?
No, true.
6 figures at that. We're not talking about $5,000, 10,000, 20,
30
50.
G's, 30 G's per belt.
We talking 6 figures.
Yeah. 120,000
Wow.
if you
Something
get
that you earned. I mean, the
would say like
IRS
this.
already taking out. The IRS already taking a lot of our earnings that we earn. So you what? So you say I gotta pay for these belts too?
So in the
Four
end
of
of the
them?
day, in the end of the day,
Man.
in the end of the day, you are the businessman, so you thinking smart business. I understand. I understand. Like if I was in your position, to be honest, I'll be undisputed, then I'll drop the belts. I'll do what Bud Crawford did, like your boy. I get the undisputed, drop the belts. I do what Josh Taylor did.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm in this sport to become a world champion, but I'm also in this sport to make great fights. You can become undisputed with a nigga that nobody want to see you fight.
True.
You
But how
can
do
come undisputed so easily nowadays because it's all about politics.
so let me
You don't gotta fight. No, come on, man. I'm in
no
this joint to make the best fights. Like, why you think I'm calling out T.O.? And everybody loves it.
so
I'm
let
in
me
this joint to make the best fights. Go ahead.
so let me ask you this, because Shakur Stevenson, he wanted to become undisputed in the super featherweight. But in the article, in the interview with Bob Arum, he said, who wants to see the fight with George Cordino Gutierrez? But that's Shakur Stevenson's goal. So he didn't get the chance to become undisputed. So how did he feel about that? That's your boy Shakur Stevenson. How did he feel about that? That he wanted to become undisputed, but he never got the opportunity because it wasn't right business. You know?
How does Shakur feel about that?
Yeah. I
I
always wanted
mean,
to ask him that if I ever had the chance, but you his boy. Since we're talking about undisputed and things of that nature.
How did he feel about that? I mean, he retired, didn't he?
No,
How
he
did he
said
think
he
he
left.
felt?
Nah, I'm talking about the super featherweight.
Oh, super featherweight. What weight
Yeah,
is that? 26.
after he beat 30. After
That
he
was
beat
30. Okay.
after he beat Oscar Valdez,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
there was two other guys with the belts, Gutierrez and Joe Cordina.
Yeah.
And he said he wanted to become undisputed. But then
Yeah.
but shout out to Bob Aaron. Bob Aaron said that nobody want to pay for that fight because nobody know these guys. Nobody want to know who's going to pay for that fight. So that's what you're
Yeah.
trying to say. Like, and
But
you could become
I
undisputed with
remember
somebody.
though, like Joe Cardina wasn't trying to fight Shakur too. Shakur was calling him out. I mean, at the end of the day, these are two champions. Two champions can make a fight happen, whether the promoter wanted it to happen or not.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I remember Joe Cardina not wanting to accept the fight as well.
So you agree with Floyd Mayweather? Let me play the clip right here. What Floyd Mayweather said. Listen with Floyd Mayweather. This was today on the Pivot Podcast. Shout out to the Pivot Podcast.
Everybody is your champion. Everybody's a fucking champion now. It's nothing to be a champion in this era. It's nothing to be a champion in this era. It's nothing to be a champion in this era.
Now you've been training with Floyd Mayweather, right? You've been man tight with Floyd Mayweather. You said you could call Floyd Mayweather anytime. How's the relationship with Floyd? But do you believe in the statement that he said today?
Floyd, hell of a nigga, man. Keep it real. Floyd is shit. He just like me. He keep it real. He keep it real. I won't say he just like me, but he keep it real. I know that when he talk to me, everything is authentic. He not hiding. He not trying to hide shit. He's telling me what it is. No cap. One time he told me, man, if I was you, Keisha, I wouldn't even go to the Olympics. I'll go straight pro. What happened? I got kicked off the team. I went pro. Thank God I still got a chance to go back to the Olympics. But imagine if I would took his advice right then and there. I could have been racking up these fights and still went back to the Olympics.
True. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he gave me his honest opinion and shit. But shouts out to Floyd. But just on what he said, I believe that.
I agree too.
I believe that is nothing to become a champion. But if Navarrete got his fight for the WBO title at 135, if I was to fight Navarrete for the title, that's something.
So depending on the fighter, it depends on the fight. The fighter makes the belt.
Exactly. And also the challenger. So for the challenger, because think about it like this: a lot of these champions nowadays don't fight the actual people that's challenging them. They go find a fight and be like, okay, boom, I'm gonna fight you.
Okay.
The people that's actually challenging them, that got a name or that got some type of a threat, they don't make the fight happen. They don't.
Yeah.
Let's use my brother Shakur for example. He been calling out a lot of people. He been calling out a lot of people.
I think he was heavily ducked in 2023, and that falls in line with the belts that being the champion don't matter. Pitbull Cruz was mandated; he chose another route. Cepeda chose another route. Camboso chose another route. He even tweeted that I'll fight you in the end of 2023. You ain't fight him. He was getting ducked left and right. He was the most ducked fighter in 2023. So I
understand why people,
it's business.
Going against Shakur, but let's be real. At the end of the day, this nigga's the only champion out here that have to call out fighters. The fuck? Like he's one of the only champions that actually has to call out fighters to get fights.
Yeah.
If I wasn't Shakur brother, if I wasn't his real brother,
and Frank Morton didn't want to fight him as well. It was a plethora of names that didn't want to fight Shakur.
Hey, I heard Frank Martin about to get that tank fight.
I heard that, but that's if it does happen, that was self-explanatory. Because to not fight Shakur, something got to be big down the line. Pause.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Something has to be like you got something lined up. It's almost like when I thought about Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias didn't fight Teofimo Lopez February 8th. He declined that offer, and I was telling the people he got something on the table, and then boom, he signed with Eddie. You know what I'm saying?
So I was seeing, I won't say hearing, but I don't really be playing into that media shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I get on the media, get off, but I was seeing that Sabrio said that Tio denied him. So you saying Sabrio denied Tio?
No, that was the first offer. They're the one that came out saying that Teofimo Lopez sent them an offer. He put it on his IG and he said he didn't sign for the fight because of his hand. So there was people that gave him the benefit of the doubt, but then people was like, yeah, but you're still using your hand or whatever. It doesn't seem like it. You called him a coward. So they send you a contract and then you denied it. They saying, oh, that was too soon. It was too soon. They only got 2 months to prepare and things of that nature.
Yeah.
What about we make it in late March or April? So that's what happened with Subriel Matias. That's why I can't say that, let's say a Tio was that's almost like when you calling somebody out, right? Let's say you calling Teofimo Lopez and Teofimo Lopez sends you a contract and they'd be like, whoa, hold up. Come on, man. I just fought. Nah, man. You called me out. You kept prepared. You knocked this dude out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't hurt. Is your hand hurt? Are you injured or you let's go. And I think that's what happened.
Right.
But people
and I want to speak on this too, though. Right? This is off topic, but because we got past it, but still. Teofimo after the fight, right? Because we didn't even talk about that actually. Teofimo actually after the fight, this man said out his mouth, and you can see it. This man said out his mouth, "Shut your bitch ass up." I promise you, I did not in the moment. I did not see him say that to me. I got home, to my hotel. My big brother said, "Keisha, Tio called you a bitch." I said, "No, fuck he did. What you talking about?" Like, no, he did. I ain't see that. So he showed me the video. I'm like, oh, this nigga did call me a bitch. I'm like, what? Because it was a lot going on. People telling me to get down, Keyshawn, back up. You're not supposed to be right here. So I didn't see that. So let's clarify.
He said that in the ring. That was the part.
Yes.
Okay.
You seen it. He said, when we was talking, he said, Keyshawn, shut your bitch ass up. You don't got these belts. I'm a bitch, but we know what happened like a couple of years ago, and you was right there, and you ain't do shit. You and Rolly was right there, and y'all ain't do shit. Y'all ain't do nothing. You watched it. I'm calling you out. It's obvious you a little nervous that I'm calling you out. Everybody, I read body language real good. It's obvious you nervous. So I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch because I'm calling you out. But remember, on the flip side, when you was doing that to Lomachenko never spoke in Ukrainian, called you a bitch. Lomachenko never said in English, oh, Tio, you a bitch, shut up, you don't got these. He was just saying, no, you ain't ready yet. Why do I gotta be a bitch? And when it's all sport, Tio, why are you taking it so personally? Okay, if it because it happened what happened 5 years ago, nigga, fight me. I'm a kid, right? I ain't even in your weight class, right? Nigga, fight me. Show me something.
Well,
fight me. Why you don't want to fight me so much? Why?
So
it's like just like somebody said, me and Teofimo Lopez versus Keyshawn Davis is a bigger fight than him and Jermaine Ortiz.
I think so. That's a bigger fight than Jermaine Ortiz.
For sure.
Well, he also said that you stepped to him in the lobby in the Mandalay Bay. What happened in the Mandalay Bay in the lobby?
Ain't shit. This man talk about I sat there and waited for him. Nigga, you ain't no motherfucker Michael Jordan, nigga, Michael Jackson, nigga, Tito. You ain't even Tito. Bro, I'm not waiting for you. Nigga, I literally, bro, me and my family is having a good time after I just beat Pedraza on a fantastic fashion. I'm not thinking about Tio. I'm having fun with my family that just came out of town to come see me to celebrate with me. We leaving the restaurant. I'm literally talking to my family, not paying attention to what's going on. I forgot who said this, but they're like, oh, Keyshawn, look who walking up. I'm like, huh? They say, look. I'm like, oh, that's Tio. But as I'm looking, he's walking past our direction. He's straight forward. I say, oh, Tio, you don't got shit to say. I say, you don't got shit to say, huh? You don't got nothing to say, huh? He's walking away from me. Bro, always got something to say. Bro, always got something to say. I say, come here then. And he keeps walking.
Okay.
He's like 10, 15 people deep. I'm with my mother, my sisters, and my two brothers.
So yeah, you never stepped up to him. It wasn't.
He was walking away from me.
Oh, okay.
It was to the point where my mother was like, "Man, let's get on to your." My mother.
Mama Davis was instigating the
I'm telling you, like everything I'm saying is facts, bro.
Shout out to Mama Davis.
This man talking about he didn't know how long I was waiting for him. Tio really come up here and make up fucking stories. I'm telling you facts. I'm telling you what's going on. No cap. Tio is he's Tio. But if I'm such a bitch, again, if I'm such a bitch, why you ain't do nothing 5 years ago when that shit happened? Let somebody touch any one of my peoples, not even being my father. Let somebody call me out
off the base
when I got these belts. Okay.
On the base off that, he should want to fight you. That's what you're saying. Off the base off what happened. If it's 5 years, if it's the what happens 5 years ago is the animosity that he has towards you. Allegedly. Man,
let's be real. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. If anybody put their hands on my mother or my father, is no back getting cool. We beefing for the rest of our life. Fuck. You see him. You see he put his hand out so I can shake it. It wasn't the other way around at that press conference. Oh, I'm sorry, my brother. I bet you are.
Y'all never spoke after that. That was like I know y'all had some type of exchange. Did y'all speak after that incident?
Bro, after that press, you saying after that one, bro.
After the incident, throughout the years leading up to, did y'all ever spoke about it? Did y'all have it amended?
No.
Did y'all never been amended?
No, they ain't want no problems. They ain't want no problems.
Forgot it. They just try to
poof. Yes, it's going. Yes, but I'm a bitch ass nigga though. Bro. If somebody put their hands on any one of my family members, we beefing for the rest of our life.
No, I agree with you on that one.
Come on, bro. But I'm a bitch though.
If it's based on that, yes. If it's based,
and then the same man's calling you out, but you saying, "Oh, you ain't do nothing in sport of boxing yet, nigga." I did something to you. Tio, send me the contract so we can fight. It's not even about all of that. Like I said, I respect Sia. I respect him. It's about Tio and what he say out of his mouth be literally lies. Like literally. The reason why Shakur made that tweet, because he like, nigga, you talking all like, are you tough? And this little kid and did Tio, send me the contract so we can fight. It don't got nothing to do with 5 years ago. This about me and you fighting this nowadays. But send me the contract so we can fight.
But the buildup is because what happened 5 years ago. Because that's what we're talking about right now. It gotta be.
Man, that was Shakur's fault. Shakur brought that to the media. I didn't bring that to the media.
No, you didn't.
I didn't do that. Just like I wasn't the one on press conference that was trying to shake Tio's hand. I wasn't the one in fight week that was telling security guard, don't let Keyshawn cross paths with me. Mm-hmm. I pushed the security guard out the way, like, get the fuck out of my way. Stop playing with me.
I do respect
Come
that
on, bro.
I do respect the Bud Crawford though. I've been saying it, publicly. I'm like, hey, yo, that call out, of course, just like you calling out Tio, him calling out Bud, depending on how people feel that he's gonna get beaten by Bud and things of that nature. But a lineal at 140 calling the lineal at 147 for me is realistic. You know what I'm saying?
Come
It's
on, bro.
realistic.
Let's be fucking
Let's
realistic right here. Let's
let's
be real. Let's be
talk
real
boxing.
realistic. Okay, right. Let's be realistic. Boots will beat the shit out of Tio.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I know. I was there in the amateurs. I was there in trials. I was there when it was pro now, and I'm looking at the shit right now. Tio is not beating Boots. Stop playing. Tio is not beating Boots. And I'm not just saying that because what me and Tio got going on. I believe Tio is a hell of a fighter. Like, for real. Tio can fight. Like, for real. He's good. He's great.
I'm not saying it won't be a good fight. No, because even Tio said that he believed that Boots will beat Bud Crawford if they fight.
That's besides the fact.
What I'm
Tio's
saying,
not beating Boots, bro. He's not, bro.
No, but what I'm saying is, I think because of his accomplishment, if you accomplished that accomplishment, accomplished what you did at 135, and then you go to 140 and you beat the guy in Josh Taylor, it's not unrealistic for the 140 lineal to call out 147. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. People may not like the fight, but in all reality, it's a realistic fight. It is a realistic fight. I support that, but I also support if y'all fight on the strength of that of what happened 5 years ago, then some way down the line y'all gotta fight. Some way down the line,
just off of boxing. You saying both of them is lineal champions. Like, both of them definitely earned their rights, earned their respect, and that's a reasonable call out. I understand what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Regardless who people think it win, is a realistic call out. Why people feel like that they respect Bud Crawford for calling out Canelo Alvarez? I feel like, yo, Canelo Alvarez has 3 divisions and stuff like that. But people see that, yo, maybe Bud Crawford is the best skillful fighter right now in the sport of boxing, and they see his greatness, so they could actually see themselves seeing Bud Crawford fight Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah,
I
mean, yeah, I respect, like, that's a good point, bro. That's a good point. And now that I'm thinking back on my business, Keyshawn shit, like, at the end of the day, you got everybody is shooting for the stars right now. You got me trying to calling out Tio, trying to fight him. You got Tio calling out Bud Crawford, and you got Bud Crawford calling out Canelo. Like, people
and Charlo, right? And Charlo, because he had 150.
But Bud said he ain't really interested in that fight. Oh, that other Charlo.
Jamal is 160. He's been in that. He's been in
okay.
that.
Well, yeah, I seen that. Bud was saying he's not really interested in fighting that Charlo because of how he fought Canelo.
But Canelo 168. He wasn't moved up to what was?
I mean, if you got in a fight, nigga, fight the man. That nigga, you can't make no excuses for another man. That man accepted the fight. He got in the ring and he ran it. Like, I'm not like, let's be like, he ran the whole, like, he wasn't trying to engage or nothing, and that's not how Charlo fight. So I understand why Bud said that too.
But I think if Bud Crawford going to be moving to 154 and look at the options that he got, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got the option of the win of Tim Tszyu and Keith Thurman. He does got an option at 147 in Boots. He got an option of Tio moving up, and he got an option of Jamel Charlo if he goes back. I mean, those are the good, respectable money and legacy fights. And for Bud Crawford, I know he want that money fight. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be 37 years old late this year. So, of course, and what are the names that's going to give him that type of money, that money fight? I believe those.
You think in what order do you think could give him, like, the most money?
The most money right now? I think.
Of course, Canelo. So, Canelo first.
Yeah, but I don't like that fight. But let's say Canelo, right?
Canelo.
Canelo said, and Canelo Alvarez said no in his last interview. He's not going to be fighting Bud Crawford.
I mean, Lomachenko told Tio no, but they ended up fighting.
So let's say, okay, the Canelo. That's always that's the money fight for everybody. So
yeah,
I do think that Bud versus Tio makes the most money. Now, if he waits on whoever wins from Tim Tszyu and Keith Thurman, and let's say Keith Thurman upsets Tim Tszyu, then it's Keith Thurman and Bud. Because I know that Keith will sell the fight. He talked. There's some backstory there. I always thought, to be honest, I never thought that it was supposed to be. If everybody was on like healthy on their A game, I never thought it was going to be Bud and Spence. I always thought it was going to be Bud versus Thurman in the welterweight division.
Yeah, that was like Bud first call out when he moved to 47, right?
Exactly. You see that? When he was
Yeah.
the 140, after the Felix Diaz fight, when he beat
Right.
Felix Diaz, he called out Keith Thurman. Almost the same thing at 100. He was at 140, right? And everybody respected. You know,
But at the end of the day, like, okay, yeah, I see it.
You
I see what
understand what
you're
I'm saying?
saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yep, for sure. I see what you're saying.
So what's the realistic fight for Keyshawn Davis?
But okay, but we gonna get to that. I'm gonna answer that. But still, like Terrence Crawford that was at 40. Terrence Crawford came from 35, 40. Keith Thurman ain't do what Terrence Crawford did at 47, at 30, 35, or 47. Keith Thurman was just a real big name with what, 2 belts or a belt?
2 belts.
Like in the sport of boxing, he didn't do as much as Terrence Crawford did, where Terrence Crawford is at right now.
I think because of the people that he beat when he beat Sean Porter and he beat Danny Garcia, who was undefeated, who also have a rivalry with Bud Crawford in the amateurs, and became unified champion in the welterweight division. Because the welterweight division, it was all Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. After that, that was the new generation of the welterweights.
It was one time, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was that.
Yeah,
I wanted to see that fight.
I feel it.
And Bo Mack was like, when they asked him a question years ago, who's a harder fight, Thurman or Spence, and he said Thurman.
At that time,
but recently I asked what was it, Bernie the Boxer in your fight before the last. I heard and he said it, Thurman. So it's something about the Bud camp, the Bud coaches, that they always saw Thurman more difficult than Spence.
Well, do you have it? B&B. Shouts out B&B, man.
Shout out to Bernie the Boxer. Yo, what is the realistic fight for you? So these are the names you got. You called out Tio. And the Kid Austin back and forth. Who else we got? I said people should be looking for the winner of Lomachenko and Kambosos. But of course, I believe that Shakur Stevenson is looking at that fight as well. Or should you just move to the 140? Just move to 140 and just make,
I mean, it's only one fight I'm interested at 140.
And you a big 135, bro. I see your press. You're a big 135.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, yeah, but it's only one fight I'm interested at 140. I don't have a world title yet, so I would love to stay at 135 and just get a world title. So like the other realistic fight I would love to fight is Navarrete.
Oh yeah, Navarrete is a good fight.
Navarrete. I feel like me versus Navarrete, main event at the end of this year is like that shit can happen for sure. I just feel like it's up to Navarrete if he's gonna stay at 135. If he stay there, then there's only one person he can really fight. You know what I'm saying? Like he already he told my friend no for whatever reason, and I feel like he would fight me. I feel like he'll fight me.
You think that was that right there that made Shakur Stevenson retire when they announced the Navarrete fight and be like, oh man, this guy just had a draw with Consocial, some dude that I beat up almost every round, and you're gonna come to this division and get a title shot just like that? At least but let's make this money fight, because that is a money fight too, right? Navarrete and Shakur Stevenson. Do you think that was his frustration? Because I believe that was the time when they announced it. That's the same day he announced that retirement. Was it that?
I mean, honestly, I feel like Shakur been frustrated. He been frustrated.
But he's a 3-division world champion. How is he frustrated?
Let's go back to what we were saying though. Remember, he was calling out Joe Cordina and all these at 130. People been ducking him, bro. So now he at 35 and the same thing is going on. So I don't think it just started at 35 or it started at Navarrete. He been dealing with this shit. So at this point, he like, man, fuck this shit. I'm done with it.
And I did call that. I did a video a while back where I'm like, yo, that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko gets the opportunity to become undisputed, but Shakur Stevenson don't get the opportunity, because of the business of boxing. But hey, man, that's the business of boxing. so you as the businessman, you understand the business. So what's next? What's next, Keith? What's next? And what do you feel about Andy Cruz? Of course, Andy Cruz been talking. He's still talking shit. He's still
Bro,
talking
let's
ish.
be real. Like a lot of people be talking shit about me. Like, a lot of people say shit about me, bro. Like for real though. Like, come on, bro.
Come
Like
on.
a lot of these people that, bro, I don't even mention the motherfuckers. The first person I ever mentioned was two people. Was Frank, and it was Frank, and it was Teofimo. Like I actually called out. It was Frank, and it was I mean, I keep saying Lomachenko. It was Frank, and it was Teofimo. Other than that, like people been calling me out type shit. You know, that's cool. But it's weird when, a lot of these guys that call me out, like Andy Cruz, because this is facts. I can go back and watch an interview.
Mhm.
He called me out, right? Well, and a call out means you ready to fight me now, right? That's a call out.
Okay.
In an interview. Is that right or wrong though? If you call somebody out, that means you ready to fight now, right?
That's what I was saying about the Tio and Matias fight. You ready to call somebody out? Somebody send you something. Don't back out now. You the one that was calling somebody out.
Okay, right. So with this Andy Cruz situation, Andy Cruz clearly said, yeah, the fight is gonna happen sometime down the line.
Oh, he said you need a title. That's what he said. You need a title first.
I need a fucking title.
That's what he said.
Andy, nobody knows you in the American world yet. Why the fuck do I need a title yet? I'm an American. You still trying to adapt to this to our environment. You still trying to build yourself. So why the fuck do I need a title for you to fight me? If I get a title, I could be like Andy Cruz. I don't gotta fight you.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes more sense for us. I gotta go. Which one? All right. I gotta go though. So I do my bad. But that's something I would not do because it's a hell of a fight. It's a rematch for the Olympics and stuff like that. But that don't even make sense. That's just an excuse for him saying he don't want to fight me right now. Why can't we fight now and then fight later? Like,
that's what I'm talking about, Andy Cruz. Yeah, man, that's like we already been knowing about this fight since what? Y'all been fighting each other for a long time. That
come on,
y'all didn't gotta build that
belt?
fight. Y'all didn't even need this, but y'all didn't even build this fight.
We don't have to build it. Like people is gonna, bro. I don't know. That's just like you said, the nature of boxing. You know, people call people out and don't be willing to fight for real. They just calling them out.
Let's go, Eddie Hearn, make that fight, Eddie Hearn.
Another kid, if you understand what I'm saying, another kid been calling me out, and we reached out to that kid promoter, and the promoter said, "Nah, we don't want to fight Keyshawn right now." So leave my name alone. Leave it.
Go to Board Promotions. Go to Board Promotions. Oscar De La Hoya. You did. Yeah. There's a video of you and Oscar De La Hoya chopping it up about Kid Austin. So what did you hear anything back after that conversation?
They said they don't want to fight me right now. And like I said on the live, on my own live, I said, I'm not saying the boy's scared. I'm not saying the promoters don't believe him or not. I'm not saying none of that. But what's the point of you calling me out if your own promoter's saying they don't want to fight me right now? Stop with these fake call outs. Like, stop. Andy, stop with these fake call outs. We done fought 4 times in the amateur on the highest level in the finals of the biggest tournaments in amateur.
I think you got robbed the second fight.
Why can't we fight now? Why? Like, why? Eddie Hearns, you enjoyed my live. I said, Eddie Hearns, okay, let's make the fight happen this year. Let's make the fight happen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna happen soon. Let's make the fight happen. If not, it's no point of me entertaining it. It's not. I'm on my own road to get my world title and to do the things that I want to do. Don't call me out if you're not ready to fight me. Because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna talk to my promoter and my peoples. I'm gonna say, let's make it happen. Hey. No cap. No cap.
Hey yo, I think you got some good fights down the line. I don't think you think the promoters, the co-promotion, you think that will get in the way? Top Rank will get in the way, the co-promoting and stuff like that. I mean, they working together. All these promoters.
You ain't hear me just say my peoples reached out to them and they said no. I'm only 9-10-0. They not getting in the way now, so why would they get in the way down?
Let's go, Kid Austin. Let's go, Andy Cruz. Let's go. Keyshawn is ready,
man.
Keyshawn is ready,
man. My people's believe in me, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I love Top Rank. Shout out Top Rank, man.
Nah, they promoting you heavy, bro. They promoting you heavy. Yeah.
Shout out Top Rank, man.
They promoting you heavy, man.
Because they believe in me, bro, and that's all I need for somebody to believe in me. Like what? Well, at least my promotion. believe in me. They believe in me, and they know I can win these fights. So the reason why they reaching out to these guys to see if they're willing to really fight. And like I said, the shit I'm saying is all facts, bro. I'm not up here lying to y'all. So y'all can take it for what y'all want to take it for. Hey, but these is facts.
All right, brother. Anything else, yo? Hey, yo, everybody, shout
No, sir.
go follow Keyshawn Davis on the social media platform. He's very active about his business. He want that work with everybody. He want that. He's going 140. He want that smoke with T.O. probably in Honduras. Teofimo Lopez, if he's looking for an opponent in Honduras. Keyshawn Davis, he's not going to do what Jermaine Ortiz did. He ain't gonna be running like that.
Stupid.
No. He ran, bro. He ran. We don't need that in boxing, man. I'm sorry, bro. Shout out to Jermaine Ortiz, and I'm Dominican, bro. I ain't like that shit.
Oh, for real?
I don't like that running, bro. No. I felt like, you know what it is, Keyshawn? I feel like there's certain fighters that it's becoming a little trend that if I go 12 with the high invested fighter, that's a win for me, and I get another payday. Like, people are fighting now to just go the distance instead of trying to actually win the fight.
Hey, I read, not to cut you off, bro. But I read these comments and they keep saying, "We love you, Keisha, but just stop disrespecting T.O." T.O. disrespected me. And y'all want me to start disrespecting somebody that disrespected me? Okay, I'm gonna stop disrespecting T.O.
I mean, hey,
T.O. called me a bitch ass nigga. Like,
y'all fighters.
I never disrespected T.O. Y'all never ever see me come up here and talk about anything bad on T.O. before this fight week.
Not true. You always get I
always give him. Come on, bro.
You always give him props.
Come on, bro.
And we chopped it up enough times, even on my channel, that I never heard you say.
And you never hear me bring up me doing anything to the senior, right?
Nah. You never.
Come on, bro. Y'all gotta realize, just like y'all gotta realize what I be saying. Like, I don't care what y'all call me, but don't disrespect me. So now that somebody disrespected me, don't get mad when I do it back at them.
That's why I even said yesterday on my live, I said, yo, in the 5 years of whatever happened, Keyshawn never really talked about T.O. never, and even I also could be one of those guys to admit, even when after the George Camboso and a lot of fighters and a lot of people, pundits, media, fans was talking ish about T.O. You even did an interview and you didn't even downplay. You gave Teofimo Lopez the benefit of the doubt even in that interview.
I was saying, you're right. I'm glad you brought that up. I was saying, yeah, I just think T.O. just need to get his mind right, man. Like, he going through a lot of things outside of the ring. And I think a lot of things outside of the ring is converting him to inside the ring stuff. And you can see it on camera how he just doing a whole lot of things. You right. You right. I'm glad you said that, bro. I respect that, bro. No cap. Because he never disrespected me. He never disrespected me at all. He never did. His the senior was in the situation, but me and senior, like I said, it was squash. So it was no reason for me to do anything out of the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? Until fight week, when he brung up my name for no reason. And then after the fight, he called me a bitch. For no reason. I never called him a bitch. I never tried to put my hands on him. You disrespected me, bro. Now is that, bro?
Because I remember the conversation, and it led to the mental illness conversation that you was going through in your life coming up and things of that nature. So yeah,
exactly. Thank you, bro. Thank you for clarifying that. You're a real one, bro. You're a real one.
Yeah, I keep it real. I keep it real. I remember that night. I never heard you say anything. This is now. And even Shakur Stevenson, they be chippy at each other. But even when there's times when there is media folks that like to, let's be honest, they waiting for that highlight. They waiting for that I gotcha moment. Yeah, they want to stir that shit up. You know what I'm saying? That even Shakur Stevenson was being was giving Teofimo Lopez's props and things of that nature. Even when T.O. said something about Shakur Stevenson, he said, man, that's T.O. being T.O. Like, it looks like y'all been knowing each other for a long time,
for sure.
and know each other character. That sometimes be like, probably he's just doing it for promotion and things of that nature or whatever, man. It's chippy, right, man. This is the fight game anyway. It's a fight game.
I'm glad you said that too, because I'm gonna clarify one more thing. We're gonna get off because I gotta go, honestly. But Tio said, okay, I'm calling him out for the clout. That's what he said. Okay, in my opinion, me knowing I know, okay, that's the easy way out. But If I'm doing it for the clout, send me a contract and let's see who's gonna sign it. Let's see if I sign it or not. A lot of contracts get sent behind closed doors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Send me a contract, TO, and we're gonna see what's for the clout and what's for not.
Hey, I think that your call out is legit. He is in position where everybody gonna call. I even told him that, Tio, you in position where everybody gonna call you out. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And since
Yeah.
y'all have that history, y'all have that history.
But y'all
man,
y'all didn't know about that our history. Y'all didn't know about that shit though.
no,
I think
'cause-
Shakur just tweeted that after the fight, after we fought.
yeah,
Y'all didn't know about that though.
Yeah, no, we never know that. And I knew the story, and I never heard that side that it was you. It was the story always was. This was the story, and now you clarifying it wasn't. The story always was that Coach Karoma is the one that laid hands on Senior when he said the N-word and things of that nature, and things got riled up.
He didn't even say the N-word. Well, actually, he was saying the N-word. But
he
that wasn't the reason why.
He said it yesterday. He said it yesterday, and that was the article. You read the article before, right?
I don't read articles, no.
Nah, but that was the article in 2019. That's what it. So
I didn't read the article.
You never did. You never looked at it. Should I read it right
I
quick?
don't get into articles because people be mixing up words and stuff like that.
No,
and that
true,
shit
true.
don't always be true. Like I want to see a video.
Y'all got a video?
People can say anything in the article.
Tell me y'all got a video, Key. There's a video. There's a video. Hey yo, like this will clarify everything though. Key, do you have
Did
a
I
video?
ever? Did you ever see me drop a video though? Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not that type of person.
But there's a video.
It's probably in the hiddens or something like that. Recently deleted or something like that. Like you gotta scan your face to get there.
Hey yo, that's gonna be hot. Hey yo, that video gonna be hot. TMZ, that's a good six-figure video.
TMZ.
That's a good six-figure video.
Ahead.
Yo, now that you said that, shit, everybody gonna be like, "Hey, yo, what's that video? What's that video?"
It is not that. It is not that. It is not what you see on YouTube. That's whatever. But man, I ain't fucking with that video, man. It's the fight is building. The fight is building without all the extra shit. Like I said, I'm not the one that brought up that I didn't bring that up. That's not how I wanted to promote this. Yeah. But since we on it and he calling me a bitch and everything transpiring now, I'm gonna be more vocal because you're not about to keep disrespecting me, bro. And I'm just biting my tongue and shit like that. Like, no, that's not how shit work in business or outside of business, bro. I'm gonna carry it. I'm not gonna do nothing to you. I'm not trying to be gangster or be no goon, do nothing to you like that outside of the ring, bro. Where we making hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. I'm not fucking that up for me and my family. It's just like you're not gonna do that for you. I'm gonna approach you though. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see what you. I'm gonna check your temperature. I'm gonna see what you. I'm gonna look you right in your fucking eyes, and that's just what it's gonna be. We gonna talk like men, or you just gonna walk away from me.
I mean, that's and look, it's already that fight is already building right now. So whenever it does happen, it's gonna be a hot ticket. It's gonna be a hot ticket already.
A hot ticket.
It's gonna be a hot ticket. You feel me? I know, but you're still moving up in the ranks, and you said that it's not even about the title. It's just, hey man.
No, it's about the title. It's not about I'm not really tripping off undisputed. All right. It's about titles. I've never been a world champion. I would love to be a world champion for sure. Don't get that misconstrued.
So we ain't never gonna see Keyshawn and Shakur never.
Ever. We could do an exhibition though. Damn. We can do an exhibition. Y'all crazy. I think I'm fighting. Y'all crazy.
I mean, Mike Tyson once said, that friends should fight in the sport. In the sport, that's how y'all feed y'all family.
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, we feed our family a lot more other ways too. Shit, I got some shit going on outside of boxing. Shit, what are you talking about? I got a lot of stuff going on outside of boxing. No, I'm not judging what you said. I'm just judging how I move. All right. How I move. I put 100% into this shit for sure, but I got other shit going on outside of boxing. You have to.
You're a businessman. So I folks though. So stop with we're not gonna ask for the fight no more. No Shakur, no Keyshawn. All right.
That
So,
shit's never gonna happen. Like for real.
like,
we could do a grudge match though. I mean, fuck it.
and I'm not saying, and look, I'm not saying it, I'm not, and I know you said it for a long time. You're never gonna fight him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just keeping it consistent because I did a video years ago and I said, yo, Jermell Charlo should fight Earl the True Spence. If Earl gonna go to 154, then I want to see Jermell Charlo Earl Spence, but they're not gonna fight because they're friends as well. So friends,
I can't speak on them
forever. You on that,
bro? Like y'all gotta realize,
yeah,
like,
on that Zach
Shakur,
Morris, even Zach Morris and AC Slater fought and Saved by the Bell.
Bro, like me and Shakur, like, bro, our mothers know each other. Like our mother, bro. I'm cool. I'm like not cool, nigga. I love his family, nigga. Like Shakir, Touré, Shadir. There's a lot of them. I love his family. Fuck Shakur. Shakur, beside, I love his family. Understand what I'm saying? Them watching, like his family, my family watching, it's gonna be hard for them. They not even going to watch. Outside of the fans watching, our families is not gonna want to see that shit.
All right.
In Shakur last fight, he was hurt. His manager is coming up to me asking me, yo, what's wrong with Shakur? What you think wrong with him? Some more of his family walking up to me like, yo, Key, bro, his family is coming to me trying to figure out what's wrong with him, and that's his fucking family. It shows how close I am to Shakur. Like it's deeper than boxing, bro. And he's already making millions of dollars without fighting me. He made it. Shit, he made it.
Yeah, and talking about that, of course. If anybody's seen Shakur Stevenson fights, I thought there was something wrong with him. I was not like, it was not an entertaining fight, but we saw the previous last 4 fights. There was something wrong with Shakur, in my opinion. I know people like to be like, man, he was running and stuff like that, man. Shakur,
niggas keep calling me a goon. See, that was your fault. That's your fault.
A goon ain't bad though.
What's a goon?
A goon is like your crew, like the crew, the dude is like y'all soldiers, y'all all soldiers. Goon.
I ain't no goon.
It's like sick the goon. It look well. You said whoever's going.
He said it looked that way.
whoever's going to talk about Bud, you on them.
I ain't say Bud. I said any one of my family.
But we talking about Bud. I know you.
I was talking about my family.
All right, so
you was talking about Bud. I said my family.
Oh,
I said it could be Keon, it could be Shakur, it could be Bud, it could be Kelvin, it could be my mother, it could be anybody. Whoever they say something to my family about my family, I'm on their ass. It's deeper than just Bud.
No, I know that. What we was talking about
but I understand that, but I ain't no goon though. I'm not no goon. Like, we not gonna start with that narrative. No, I'm not no goon. I'm not in the streets. None of that. Like,
all right, so we
the businessman Davis.
All right, so if it gets out of let's dead it right here. He ain't no goon. I apologize. You ain't no goon. You don't want to be referred to as goon. So
yeah,
if it gets out of that, I'm not spinning that narrative. You ain't no goon. You're just a businessman, and you know what I'm saying. That's cool with Bud, Shakur, the fams and stuff like that.
He keep tossing Bush. I'm DB3, man. Shouts out DB3, man. DB3. Kelvin Davis fight March 13th in Florida, knocking people out every single fight, and he ranked right now number 13 in the WBO. Shouts out Keon Davis. He going to the Olympics this year, and everybody wants to sign Keon. Shouts out DB3, man. Keon Davis, Kelvin Davis. We going to the top. Y'all keep talking about. I love Shakur, I love Bud, but DB3 is my brothers. Those are my real brothers. So if y'all want to talk about somebody, talk about DB3 and Keyshawn, Kelvin and DB3, Keon and DB3, Keyshawn and DB3. It's DB3, bro. Like it's not none of that shit y'all be persuading. Like once y'all realize them, y'all ain't not even gonna be talking about all this other shit. DB3, bro. DB3
should have a family feud. DB3 versus the Russells. DB3 versus the Russells.
Exactly.
DB3 versus the Russells.
Exactly. How you say the Russells? Say Davis brothers.
The Davis versus the Russell family feud.
DB3 stands for Davis brothers, and there's 3 of us.
Can you imagine a show like that? Like an event? You versus Gary Antoine Russell, and then where your little brother at? What's his weight at?
Man, Keon big as hell. Keon probably fight 154. Yeah, Keon big as hell. That's the little brother.
Yeah, everybody's smaller than Antoine, so he can't.
Yeah,
Antonio
for real.
Small, Gabriel Jr. is small, so yeah, we can't have that. But yo, man, good looking out, man. I appreciate you, man. Clearing the air. Great
For
performance
sure.
versus Pedraza. Lot of fights lined up. You're being promoted heavy. Everybody's talking about you. You know what I'm saying? You're trending right now. Hopefully it stays that momentum and you go straight to the top and get these titles, unify the
Yes, sir.
titles, and maybe become undisputed. Maybe at 140 since 135th.
Yeah.
It's going.
I mean, I do undisputed, but we'll see, man. But like you said, thank you, bro. I love to do this again. Always fun doing an interview with you. It was long overdue for sure.
Yeah,
And
facts.
like I said, shouts out DB3, man. Y'all gonna see me back in the ring 3 more times this year. Three
That's
more
good.
times.
We
So
need that.
with God willing, God gonna keep this momentum going for me. God willing. Shouts out God, Jesus Christ. He's real.
That's what I'm
He's healing.
talking about.
He's healing me from my addiction that I used to smoke weed. God is real. He's the reason why I got that victory in fantastic fashion. I spoke it to existence before the fight. I said God already gave me the victory in fantastic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. God is real, man. We're gonna end it like that. Let's do it.
Amen. Amen, brother. Peace out. Salute. The most high for the most high. That's gonna be the new slogan I got for Keyshawn Davis. High for the most high. Woo! You better trademark that right quick. High for the most high. Let's go, everybody. Yo, thank you for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Got to run now. Great interview with Keyshawn Davis. Clarify the situation with T.O. Senior and things of that nature. Shout out to the brothers. Shout out to Mama Davis as well. Man, look, it's boxing at the end of the day. People gonna call each other out. Teofimo Lopez is in position to call out Bud Crawford, like I told Keyshawn in position as a top-ranked fighter to call out Teofimo Lopez. And there's a lot of great fights. Keyshawn versus Keegan Austin. Keyshawn versus the winner of Lomachenko and Kamboso. Keyshawn versus Cepeda. There's great fights to be made in the sport of boxing. The 135, 140, 154 pound division is lit right now. Hopefully we see Gary Antoine Russell back in the ring. Let's see if Boots Ennis is going to be fighting Cody Crawley. Let's see who Teofimo Lopez is going to be fighting in Honduras. Hopefully gets that Bud fight that he's asking for. And if he don't, we could see Subriel Matias versus Teofimo Lopez. Puerto Rican Day Parade. You already know June. Subriel Matias wants T.O. T.O. wants Subriel Matias. So, hey, yo, T.O. just wants somebody that's going to be there, stand there and fight with him. Win, lose, or draw. Let's go to war. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, smash that like button. Thank you for the people that, hey, yo, smash the like button. If y'all going to use pieces of this interview, of this live, just give your boy Mr. Moonshine the credit. Don't cut my face off. Don't cut my name off. Just respect the content. Thank you for the people, man. If you want to become a member of the Punch Run Boxing, come on, become a member, y'all. Become a member. What's good, y'all? Become a member. Also, y'all already know God first, everything second. 5 plus of equals 2 champions. We're back at it. Savage in the building. My fault, Savage. I just Keyshawn versus Shakur. No friends in boxing. Yeah, I would like to see that fight, but I ain't gonna keep pushing something that it's not gonna happen. They don't want it to happen, and it's. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Shout out to all the boxing content creators, independent media folks, all the fighters, modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment, all the coaches, everybody in the chat, all the hardcore boxing fans. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.